Okay, today, we're not on this. Okay, today we are going to do area. There are two area formulas. Now, you know that, well, this is the second day of 6.1, I guess I should. Yes, I am. This is, sure, yep. What was I going to say? We know that area of a triangle is what? What's the equation of an area of a triangle?
Half base times height or something like that.
1/2 base times height, right? Or height times base, evidently, I wanted to write. We know that. But the bad thing about that is finding the height. Because if it's not a right triangle or they don't have the height given to me, I have to do all this other math to find the height, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you, just like we had Pythagorean theorem, we had to be on a right triangle, I'm going to show you two area formulas that will allow you to find the area of a triangle without using the height. Which, honestly, I love to use, and when I teach area of a triangle in geometry, it is hard for me not to go to this because it's easier than finding the height. Okay? But honestly, you are finding the height, but you're just doing it in the formula, so it's not so hard. You guys got enough light?
You got really excited about it.
You did. You're like, honestly, I love you.
I do. It's so easy.
I love
Okay,
equation.
so first of all, the things we have to have, they wrote it 3 different ways. There's only one formula. Okay?
So scribble out the other one?
Well, just,
They rearranged it.
all they did is rearrange it.
Oh.
Okay, so basically you need to have 2 sides in the included angle. What does the included angle mean? The one that the 2 sides made, right?
Yeah.
So right here, these A and B make C, so I need A, B, and C, angle C. Well, what about over here? I'd need what? BC and angle A. And then I'd need AC and angle B. So it doesn't matter the ABC. It's not 3 equations. It's 2 sides in the included angle. So that's all we do. 1/2. Well, that's easy to remember because what's a normal area? 1/2, right? And then BC, sine of the included angle, which is A. Do you see there's only one A, one B, one C? If you have 2 of the same letter, you did it wrong.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay? When we are doing area, you have to use the formula that is best for the initial conditions you were given. Does that make sense, what I'm saying to you? Okay, so you will use this one the majority of the time. Okay, but we do have another one. And this is if I was given side, side, side. You don't know how to solve a side, side, side yet. That is in cosines, log cosines. But if I'm given 2 sides, I only have to find a third side, right? Okay. But again, the side, side, side one is probably only going to be used when you use log cosines. So this is what the side, side, side one is. The area equals the square root of S times S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Well, first of all, you're going, what is S? Okay. It's called the semi-perimeter. And it's found by doing 1/2 of the perimeter. That's why it's called semi-perimeter. Again, it's easy to remember the 1/2 because what is in the original formula for area of a triangle? 1/2. So you find this 1/2 of the perimeter and you just plug it in. Is half of the perimeter always going to be bigger than any one side?
Yeah.
Yes, because that's how triangles work. So I have find the area of ABC if A is 10, B is 14, and C is 46 degrees. I'm going to tell you I will never give a problem that just says area. I'm going to give you a problem that says solve it and find the area. I'm not going to write 2 different problems. That makes no sense. Okay, so we would have solved this. Do you guys want to solve it together?
Yes.
Actually, we don't have, well, there might be 2 triangles and we do not have enough room for 2 triangles. But we can do it, I guess. You guys want to go through the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, you might need to have another piece of paper if you write big. Okay, so we first need to draw our picture, right?
it on the green?
Yeah, because I started writing on it and it wasn't my erasable pen. I was like, dang it. Okay, so that's my picture, right? Okay. I'm going to say, well, first of all, can we use lost signs on this? No. So you guys don't have enough information to solve it.
Oh,
It's
what
pink.
sucks?
You have to use log cosines. So I guess we're not going to solve the whole
Well,
thing.
that kind of sucks.
We're just going to use the area. Okay, so the area, which formula do we have enough information for? The first one. Is the first one going to be the one you want to use? Yeah, it's easier. I've had a few people in my career that like this one. Yeah. So it's 1/2 the two sides times the sine.
Who's the last one? On the top is
Oh,
the
I don't
first
care
one.
about that. I don't care about my letters. Okay, so 1/2. Where's the 1/2 come from?
The half of the base times height.
Okay, and then I have my two sides, right? The sine of 46. Okay, so we're going to have to use a calculator eventually, but I think we could take half of 14 and get 7, and 7 times 10 is. So we're going to put 70 sine of 46 in our calculator. So I get approximately 50.4 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. I will tell you that the stuff that we've been doing recently, this stuff will be on the first day of the final, and anything using a calculator will be on the first day of the final. Okay. And so, this stuff you have to have a calculator for.
Yeah.
And it may be you finish this first page, you turn it in with your calculator. I will be taking your calculators the first day of the final. Okay? So, because I got to get stuff checked in. I also need your books as soon as you don't think you need them anymore. Okay? Actually, I need seniors' books. And I'll have to think about that. It will be related. We just may not use the book.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But I am going to take calculators. I may just have some in class that we use in class, but I need to get all that stuff checked in. So, no, then I don't want to take it. Okay, so are we good? Go back to your notes from yesterday.
When you label areas degrees.
Oh, no, you do not label area
I've been trying to
degrees.
say that.
There's no units, but I have to put units
What did you
squared. So just put u squared.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's not degrees.
It's area. It's not degrees. No. No, that's volume. Do you know why area is squared, guys?
Because you find the area of the square.
Well, isn't there a unit on 14 and 10? Yeah, and
Yeah.
inches
So
times
both of them
inches would be
squared.
inches squared, right? Okay, why is it for for volume? Because it's 3.
Base times
Okay. So the first problem we did the first example we did yesterday is there. And remember I said you use the formula that you have the most to use, right? So would that be 1/2 side included angle, or would it be the square root of all the sides? Well, technically not, because we only were given one side, yes? Yeah, but we don't want to use the majority of stuff we were already given.
So
Okay,
what
so
we have is
to finish the first equation, I just need a side and angle aside, yes?
Yeah.
And I do have a side and an angle already given to me.
We need to find A.
So we already found A. But listen, the other one, I would be using how many things that I found? 2. So which one should I use then? The first one. So I should be using 1/2 side, sine of the included angle, right? Okay, so A was, we have approximately,
26.4.
okay, so area equals 1/2 26.4 times 15 times sine of 107. Now, the reason why we want to use as little as possible is the stuff we have to find is what if we mess it up, right? Okay. Other thing is, guys, you have to show me work. You cannot just give me an answer. I want to know what you plugged in to get your answer.
We don't have to write the side.
No, you don't have to write that. I just wrote that so we could see it.
Would that, example, like the would that be different between
Yes. Side included angle will be every time you use this formula. Okay, so what do you guys get? I got approximately 189.3 as well. And make sure you're using your approximates. And do I have any units here? So units squared. I'm not going to be picky on here, but I do need to be picky on the area because we need to remember it's units squared, correct? Yeah, on the next example, there's units. Okay, so we're going to go to our next example. Remember I told you needed a little room for area?
Yeah.
That's what you needed. Okay, so this is what we were given. This is another reason we don't write extra stuff on here. Okay? So, again, I am only given one side, so I should use the same formula, correct?
We define C.
So, do you want to use C or do you want to use B?
B.
B? Okay. So, we're going to use B. And I don't know why I didn't label those. Okay, so area equals 1/2 times what?
Side.
Oh, you're using angle B. Wait.
30 is C.
Oh, you're using that one. Okay, never mind. With the both 30s, my brain was like, nope. Okay, then what? 26.2 sine of, and I would have used 30 because I know the sine of 30. Nope. We'll do both of them and we should be about the same, right? Okay. Yeah. If I wanted to use this angle, I'd have to use C.
Why don't you 1/2 both?
Because it's multiplication. It's not, there's no addition in there. I'm not distributing it. If you didn't leave room for area, then do it on a different piece of paper. Okay. Okay, so then you should get 365.2 centimeters squared. Yeah, what did I say, 65? Okay, so now let's do it with C and see if should we get approximately the same? Yeah? Okay, so I get 1/2, 30 again, right? But C was what? 4. And then sine of 30. Well, sine of 30 is 1/2, yes? Yes? So 1/2 of 30 is 15. And 1/2 of 47.4 is what? 227? How about 37? Because 7 divided by 2 is 3. So I get 15 times 43.7. Approximately 355.5.
That's
Now-
not the same.
If I round, now listen, if I rounded to the nearest whole number, would they be the same? Yeah. So are they approximately the same?
Yeah.
Do you also see why it's important to show me how you did it? Yes. Because if you just gave me an answer and this is the answer I have and this is the answer you gave me, I would probably take off. Be- Yep. So show me what you're using.
So you know what it was like?
Mm-hmm.
So when you use like for first one you use U and then 115. So those like made match up.
No, you have to have the relationship of the side and the side make the angle. Two sides included angle. Okay, so then let's go to our next example we did yesterday and find the area.
Why don't we do the daisy?
We already found the area.
We have one under that.
I'm just going through the examples we already did.
Okay.
Okay, so what were we given on it?
We're given side B. We need to find angle C.
Okay, but we were given two sides, yeah?
Yeah, we'll need like C.
Why can't we use the side one? That'd be awesome, right?
Do both.
Okay. No, we're going to use the side formula. That A equals square root of S times S minus A, S, B, and S, C. Yep, I'm making you. Okay. The most given information. And you were given two sides, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because if I used one of the others, I'd have to use like the side and an angle. So we're going to use our most given. So what is the little S again? What's that stand for?
Side.
Semi-perimeter. So it's half of the... Okay, so 15 plus 22 plus 10.3. So 47.3. Half of that would be what? 2, 3, 6, 5. Okay, and we're not going to round that. We're going to use the whole thing. Got it?
Question.
What?
How did you go from the square root to the...
I haven't done the square yet. I just did S. I just found S.
Okay.
Okay? We are not going to round that to the nearest tenth because we don't want more rounding error than we're going to have, right?
No.
Okay, so now I'm going to come down here just because actually I'm not. I'm going to rewrite. Okay, so now I need the square root of, probably didn't even give myself enough room. Good. Okay, so 23, I'm just following the formula, plugging it in, right?
Yep.
23.65. And then I need 23.65 minus 15. And then I need 23.65 minus 22. This one I'm just going to write the answer because I can do that really easy in my head. Can you do that really easy in your head?
1.65.
Okay. And plus I'm running out of room. Okay. And then 23 minus 10.3. I think I can do that pretty good in my head. So that'd be 13.35. And I don't know, my brain just didn't want to do minus 15. Also, I wanted to show you. Okay, I'm going to put this all in my calculator at one time, not in pieces. So the square root of 23.65, 23.65 minus 15 times 1.65 times 13.35.
Yeah.
Oh,
So 67.2. So 67.2 because 0.1.
Okay.
I just overlooked the 1, but the 2 would have been a 3, so I don't know. I looked at the 2 to change the 1 and wrote the 2.
I just thought I'd been having one this whole
No.
time.
Okay, so it's not horrible, is it?
No.
No, it's not.
Kind of
It is a little time consuming, but it's not horrible. And especially if you like don't have a 0.3, but that didn't even cause us too much trouble, did it? Okay, so next example. How many areas do we have to find here? 2. This is important. Please pay attention. When I started, I had 15, 15, right? Or 15 and 12 given to me, yes? Okay. I'm going to use 12 and 15 because there's a different C for both, yes? Yes? Okay, you could also use 15, 40 and side C because is there a different side C for both? Yes. But you should not use this one. Why? It's the same. Well, there's 2 different B's, but I'm using 2 things that I found, not 1. Correct? Everyone get that? And I personally like to have this 2 sides that I'm given because they're not rounded and I like it better. My brain just does it better. But it's not a huge. It should be either this or this. And so we're going to use these 2 sides. And again, if you looked at the assignment or the example I put out, I numbered the steps. I found angle B, I found B prime, I found C prime to check if the second triangle was there. I found side C, and then I went back here, but now that I have to do area, I would have done area first, then gone back and finished that first triangle. Because then I finish all one triangle and I don't miss steps, right? If I bounce back and forth, am I more likely to not do something? So we're going to do the area on the second one first. So it's going to be 1/2 of 12 times 15. And my angle that I'm going to be using is that C. So what's angle C here? It's the sine of 13.5. And if you want to come set it up over here and then put it all in the calculator, you could do that too if you had it all done. Let's do that. So this one is going to be 1/2 of 12 and 15 again, right? And does it matter if I write 15 times 12?
No.
Nope. And then sine of what? 86.5.
Why don't we use the side
Of the side one? You could. We could use the side. We could use the side one if you would like. Because I made you. Okay.
If we just pick one.
It has to be as long as it's appropriate.
As long as you don't have to use 2 things, you have to find.
Right. As long as you're not
So
using
like in
two.
this case, we can pick either.
Right. And this one we could do either one. We probably should have done one side and one
Oh, well.
just to practice.
The last one is saying one we could do one.
This one we could have done side also. Oh no, we did side. We could have done side included angle because we were using 2 things we had, but I was forced to because we needed to do it. Because there will be times you have to use side. Okay, so then 1/2 is 6. 6 times 15 is 90, right? Sine of,
Wait, we're doing the same thing on both sides.
well, pretty much except for what?
The sine.
The sine of the angle, right? One's going to be the sine of 135, which is square root of 2/2 because it's a 45, right?
That's 13.5.
No. Oh, it's 13.5, not 135. That was wishful thinking.
No.
Okay, so then put it in our calculator, right? 90 sine of 86.5, and 90 sine of 13.5. I was going to say 135 again. Okay, so one triangle, we get 89.8. Is that what you got? Okay, so area is approximately 89.8 centimeters squared. And the other one, we get approximately 20.0, right? Oh, 21.0. Now, if it says nearest tenth, do I have to put a tenth there? Yes. Okay. Why would these two things have different areas? Yeah, one's more smushed than the other one, right? Which one's more smushed? That one, isn't it? Okay. So if you come out with the same area, did you do something wrong? Yes, they could come out close, but not the same. Okay, so I did those other back ones, and I want to practice it just one more, just this one. Now you notice this is where I numbered. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I would do area, and then 5, 6, and then area again. But when I was doing it, I numbered it that way, so if you go back and look at it, I numbered it that way so you could see what order I did it in. Okay, so we are going to do side, side, side on this one, so we can practice. Okay? Because I was given two sides, wasn't I? Well, you're not going to be able to see, but. We need to practice side, side, side again. Okay, so I need to find the semi-perimeter, so I'm going to be using my new C for both of them. And we have a different C on both of them, don't we? Oh, but this one has no second triangle. Why did this not have any second triangle? 186, which is angle B prime and A, which I was given, is bigger than 180, so there is no second triangle, is there? So area, you're only going to do this one. So we need little s. What's little s? Half of the perimeter, right? And not all triangles are labeled A, B, C, D, or ABC. It would be a rectangle if it was D, huh? Or a parallelogram. So 1/2 of 20 times, not times. Catch my mistakes, guys.
No.
Plus 16 plus what? 32.2. Okay? And I'm going to have to move it up now. But you see the sides, don't you? Okay. So then that is going to be, let's see, 6, 8, and then 4, 6. So 68.2, is that right? Okay. So then half of that is going to be 34.1. So I just got to plug it in my formula now. The square root of what? 34.1 times, well, 34.1 subtract 20 would be 14.1 times, now this one you might want to write out if you don't want to think about carrying and all that, because it's better to write it out than make a mistake, right? Okay, and then I think I can subtract that. Ooh, we got to carry. Do you want to do that on your own, or you know? In a brain, not in a brain. Not in your brain? Okay, so 34.1 minus 32.2. And I put in my calculator all one time, right? If you're doing that, don't forget your parentheses. You can't just put the times. I didn't. I just put times here in my calculator, but I have to put this in parentheses, correct? And this. But the first one, I just put a times because I didn't need to. Okay, I got approximately 128.6. Anybody second that motion? approximately 128.6.
I got 120.
Because 34.1 times 14.1, parenthesis, 41.1 minus 16, parentheses, 34. Okay. So I think we're going to go with area is approximately 128.6. Do I got units on this one? Nope. Units squared. And obviously, guys, if there's no triangle, do you have to find a second triangle area? No. On the test, like on your test when you do this, I will have this information, and then right under it, like right under it, I would have angle B, angle C, and C. Okay, so you would put approximately, approximately, approximately in your answer. And then I would also have B prime, C prime, and C. Oh, there's one for area too.
Only if it has.
Nope. I put it on every single one. Why do I put it on every single one? Because you should know when you have one and when you don't, right? And when you don't have one, you just go like this. Make sense? If you can use law of sines and they only give you one angle, and that angle is what? Acute. So here I could use law of sines. They gave me one angle and it is acute, so I had to look for a second triangle. Was there a second triangle? Nope. And here, was I going to have to look for a second triangle? Yes, because the same reason. But if there wasn't a first triangle, is there a second triangle? No. So I set it up like I was going to find two triangles. And then there wasn't a first one, so I put nothing over here.
How do you know if it's a one?
You have that complete ratio, remember? If I have this complete ratio, I'm using law of sines. I have an angle and its side. I was given an angle and its side, or I was given two angles, because if I'm given two angles, is the third a given? Yes. If I'm only given two angles, the third is still a given, isn't it? Because there's only one thing it could be. So law of cosines is not something you use all the time. You use law of sines more, but it has its place. Yes.
On this one, I have this example.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sine have to be on the top one, both? Or how's that work? Like, wouldn't sine of 30 have to be on the top?
Oh, did I screw that up?
I don't think you did it right.
No, I don't think I did it right either. This is what I get for trying to hurry.
So, like,
In that case, it's no triangle.
if you don't find a first triangle, then
Nope. Yeah, if there's no first triangle, there can't be a second one.
I was looking at it and I was like, that's a really big number.
That is, and when I looked at it too, it was really big, but I was trying to get it done quick so I could do stuff. So let's set it up right and see what we come up with, huh? And you guys have this one on your paper, right? Yes, you do. For your notes from yesterday, it is on your paper. I know, but you have it, so I'm basically at the beginning. Okay, so it'd be sine of B, right, over 16 equals sine of 30 over 7. So 16 is over here, right?
Yep.
I'm still hoping there's no triangle, but I bet there's probably is one. Okay, so sine of 30 is a half, yes?
Yeah. So 8 over 7.
Okay, so it's going to be 8 over 7. So the sine of B is 8 over 7. That's still over what? It's still
Still
bigger
over
than
1,
1.
yeah.
So is there a triangle? No.
Yeah, lucky this time.
I know. So it's no triangle. And I gotta say why, right?
8 over 7 is bigger than
Because 8 over 7 is greater than 1 and out of the range of sine. So,
1. At least there still wasn't a triangle.
right, there still wasn't a triangle.
I was like,
which I'm glad.
224 is such a big number.
Yeah, we're trying to find an angle B, so this number here has to be like whatever angle I put in there, this number has to be in between -1 and 1, right? And that is not. That is 1 and 1/7.
I was gonna say 224 is really big.
I
for
know,
timesing stuff by sign.
I kept having a problem with that, but I knew we had to have one that didn't have a triangle.
It still doesn't
Okay,
have a triangle.
so your assignment today is to go back on your triangles that you solved yesterday and just find the area. So all you're doing is finding the area today if you finished your assignment from yesterday. Got me?
Got you.
Okay, it is very important that I have all the assignments in as soon as possible, guys. Tomorrow, if you notice, I even did change your assignment, so hopefully we can go over law cosines really quick, and you can have class time, and you can even turn your stuff in Friday night. So Saturday morning, I can get it graded. I need to be where I can do senior grades as quick as possible. Got me?
We're trying to have stuff done Friday.
Friday night would be the best possible because then it would allow me to grade on Saturday because I have things on Sunday. So
May I use the restroom?
yes, you may.